Fancier things, this is your medium game. Medium game, again, you want to jab. The reason why you want to lead with your elbow or with your shoulder is to give you a little more reach. Now, this obviously is not going to reach your opponent, but it's effective if your opponent is coming towards you, so you can jab. It'll either make them stop their advance or just hesitate a little bit, and then you can go in with a front leg front kick, right? Or a back leg front kick. And you always want to use your momentum. So you want to jab, reverse, right? The problem with the jab reverse is now you're bringing your face closer to them and in their range. The key is to keep them at bay. So you want to jab to stop their advance, right? And then use your more powerful technique to either stop them or put them down. The other one is if you do want to do the reverse punch, jab, jab, roundhouse. That's a very effective kick. Now, when you get into kicks, it's, yes, it opens you up to a counterattack or a leg grab or something like that. We don't do leg grabs in class, so we're more free to practice the more fancy kicks, you know. But for a bar fight or a street fight, you want to limit your need to balance. You want to really limit that. So you want to go either with a good strong front kick, right? Because here it's a linear kick. So here they have to grab and then you can pull your leg back. A front snap kick is very fast. Right? So by the time they're, you know, their chest is caving in or sternum or whatever, they're going to let go if they have a hold of you at all. But remember, it's about range. But if you kick out of the range and they can grab your leg, that does open you up for being taken down. So those are, yes, things to consider. Yes, it is impractical to use those fancy kicks in a bar fight, but you can see I am able to do it in street clothes, right? So I'll just do some demonstrations of fancy kicks in street clothes. Right? My left side not so good, but I can still take somebody down on my left side. Right. Inside, outside, right? Outside, inside. Here's a good MMA kick. It's called the angle kick. Right. A couple of those. Guy's not gonna want to mess with you again. Right. So your long game is either you push your opponent away, or you can see him coming, or you have a little room to move around, and you get a good like 2 to 3 feet of distance between you two. The most effective one again is a jumping front snap kick, where you're going to kick with your front leg, and you're going to pump with the back leg. Right, so you can see him coming in. This is the old Karate Kid kick. It's all it is a jumping front snap kick. So kick with the front leg. Your opponent's coming in. Hey! Lights out, hopefully. The other effective long game or moderate to long game kick would be the stepping side kick. So you can either step behind, kick. You can either step in front kick, or you can just skip and kick. So, depending on your adrenaline, you know, a little combination of both, right? The side kick is a very powerful kick. It's not a snapping kick. It's not a, right? It's more of a kind of a hit and keep pushing type of kick. So you want to, once you have your leg out there, you want to keep it out there for, you know, 1 count or something. You can pull it back once you feel the momentum has transferred up into the target. Another effective kick, but I wouldn't really use it too much in a fight. I would keep it more of a low angle kick, is your roundhouse kick. It telegraphs a little more. If somebody you're fighting knows how to fight, it's really easy to get out of the way. But roundhouse kick is pretty effective, especially if you use it in conjunction with a jab reverse and then a fake low and high. So here's what a jab reverse, fake low and high would be. Right. So jab reverse. So that's an effective use of a roundhouse to me, because jab reverse, now you've set up your momentum to go in the direction that you want, right? So you're going to fake low, so hopefully it gets the guy to either block low or move his attention to the low kick, and then wrap the background on his head. Yeah, you're jumping sweeps. Those are good in tight areas where you want to get a little higher if your opponent's a little taller. But to me, I would more stick to the more effective, heavy, hard hitting more than the fancy. Like so I'll do. Okay, so then the really far game, the really far kick would be your 360 kicks. So you're going to fake, and then either do a back kick, or you're going to fake, right? Fake, and do a side kick. Here's kind of a good moderate kick, or medium to far kick. It's one I'm working on right now, but it's the jumping back kick. It's very fast, because most people, when they're jumping up, they're expecting an advance, but the turn really gets them. For some reason, it's a very effective kick, and if done properly, it can be used very effectively in a fight, in close quarters fight. So basically, you're going to turn, you're going to jump, and as you're turning, when your body's facing the opposite direction, you can whip your head around and throw that leg, and the momentum of your body turning around is going to connect. So here, again, street close, right? Here, right? So jab, jab, very effective. They usually don't expect it coming. So one more time on the other side, jab, jab, yeah. And I'm probably in each of these squares is 3 feet, so this is 3 feet and this 3 feet. So I'm probably about 3 feet from my opponent. Again, in a crowded bar or a parking lot or something, in between cars, maybe 2 feet. I wouldn't try a kick if I was between 2 cars. I would try to get myself out into the open parking lot. And of course, if I could do that, I'd pretty much run away. But again, back kick, right? And then, I hope that helped. You can fight in street clothes. You can do fancy kicks in street clothes. I don't recommend it. But jeans, different story. Obviously, jeans are, depending on how tight they fit, but I'm perfectly fine in my khakis. Right? Try it out. See you later.